Welcome back to Diablo Immortal. Hope you guys are all doing well and are having a great start to your weekend with your families. Let's talk about Diablo Immortal a little bit before you get going with your Saturday. I want to talk about cheaters. I want to talk about server changes and issues with that. I need to hit up the barber myself inside of the game because I've been going helmless inside of Diablo Immortal. And well, let's talk about my greens. I finally have been able to get my green items the way that I want them. And this is part of switching to the next Inferno difficulty. You have the ability to then start getting better gear. And as you can see right here on every single piece of green gear that I'm wearing, and I do have all of my sets intact, I have fortitude, I have decent combat rating, everything is looking decent. Now, of course, I can go and mess around with the magic attributes and try and improve some of those, but I'm really happy anytime that each piece of gear that I have has fortitude and has a appropriate near level combat rating, and that is the case as of this morning on my account, which was something that I was pretty excited about. It doesn't always work out that way, but it worked out pretty well this time around. In addition to that, we do have Hungering Moon that just returned to the game, so make sure you get these rolling so you can claim all of your rewards. Pretty easy and passive one to participate in, and it's back for some more free XP. Now, we have a player that's asking a question about server transfer, and although I'm not going to sit here and read the whole thing, it brings up a discussion point while you read it on the screen. This person had started playing on a server that does not have English as a first language, or whatever their language is as their first language. They started playing on this server, they invested some money on that server, and now they're saying, I can't communicate with anybody on this server, they all speak a different language. Well, a lot of people would say, well, just server transfer and then you'll be good, but there's different regions of servers, and some of those you can't server transfer into a server you want. Like the Oceanic group, they can never be as part of my server. I'll never be able to play with those guys, unfortunately, although I would very much love to. So you need to make sure that the server cluster that you're going into upon starting the game is from your region, a region of your language where events are happening at the proper times that work with you and your time zone, and most importantly, a server cluster that your friends are on. Now, I'm on the Iceburn tier. Many other servers can play with me on the Iceburn tier because we are within the same cluster. And they could even transfer to my server if they want to as well. But if they were on something like the Oceanic, they wouldn't be able to because there's too much division between those servers. They're just too separate. I don't know the technical stuff that goes along with it, but I know that they'll never be able to server transfer to me because it's a whole completely different system. It stinks. I wish, honestly, that there was one server in Diablo Immortal for all players. Games like Clash of Clans, Raid Shadow Legends, etc. do things like this. I completely understand this is an action RPG, a much larger game that has much more draw on a system, meaning it's a heavier load. So I get that, and I understand that Diablo Immortal will probably never be able to do that, nor any other MMOs, but it would be really cool if they could. So on day one, when you're starting the game, although you're probably not going to see this, it's just a good idea to make sure that you're on the right server from day one. More about the Bout of Realms, because we have people complaining about cheaters. The problem is they're complaining about cheaters with no evidence of cheating, right? So what most likely is happening in the Bout of Realms is you get a bunch of whales that are coming together to make a strong team, and they're completely wiping the floor with their opponents, because that's what whales do, because they are super strong, they're veteran players, they are good at the game, and they have everything lined up for their success. And they're more powerful. So it feels bad if you are not one of them, if you're going against them. Looks like this person was in that position. I don't think that there's any actual cheating, unless if you consider stacking a team cheating, which is 100% part of the rules and allowed in the Bout of Realms. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? Now, I also want to visit the barber. The reason being, if you take a look at my character right here, I'm actually wearing no helm. I'm going helmless. It's not something I typically do, but it does allow you to have a little bit of a different look, right? So I went with the hair. You know, you try and make him look like you a little bit. This guy looks nothing like me, nothing at all. I literally can't do it. But I do like his face tattoo. His eyes are weird though, because I just went with the generic eyes. I just changed them to blue. I want to mess with his eyes a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit up the barber right here. We're going to customize our character a little bit and see if we can get him to look a little bit less cockeyed. We'll see how that goes. You see, he doesn't look as bad right there. He just doesn't look as bad. His hair looks a lot lighter too. All right, let's make some changes. Let's go customize right here. Skin tone's good. Hair tone, you know, I wouldn't mind changing the hair color. Can I lighten it? It looks nice and light there, but then in game, it gets a little bit darker. So let's go here. We're gonna lighten it up. Lighten it up a little bit, okay. And can we do the same for the mustache? Custom color. I'm gonna lighten that up a little bit too. We're gonna lighten that up. Let's just drag this over here like that. Boom. Okay, that's cool. Now, it's really the eyes that were bothering me, right? I didn't like how the eyes looked. So I need to mess around. See how his eyes have all that white under them? Can I make him have big eyes? I got big eyes, so I should go bigger on the eyes. Depth. I don't even know what depth means. In or out. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I don't think I could change them any different than that. I think that's about as good as I could do with the eyes. Eyebrows? Man, I'm not usually into this kind of stuff. I think this is as good as I could get him. He still has that weird, like, the top part of the blue of his eye is getting cut off a little bit. I think that's just what this one looks like. Okay, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. I made his eyes a little bit bigger because your boy right here has big eyes. It's just how it is. Let's see what we look like right now, and if it made any positive changes for us. Okay, no, I still look weird and cockeyed, but the hair looks a little bit lighter, which I guess is cool. This is something I really never engage with in the game. I don't really do much character customization, but we did right now. By the way, for those of you that are that watch my weekly Sunday wrap-up video, I actually made a mistake. And in that video that goes live tomorrow, you're going to have my Wizard PvP build at some point in that video. That video is my actual Wizard PvP build video is not going live until Monday, which was a change of plans, so it made its way into that video. So you could get a preview of what that actually looks like if you go check it out. Yeah, enjoy that. It was a mistake. But overall, guys, the account's looking pretty good. We have either gold or the orange runes in all of our slots. Our legendary gems are all upgraded to rank 5, except for my Colossus engine. I need to get one more copy of this, which is too expensive for me to afford right now in the market. As of right now, they're selling on my server for 60,000 platinum, and I only have 53,000. I got a bunch of pets for sale. Come and get your pets if you want them. Really tough economy inside of the game right now. But yeah, so waiting on that gem. Happy with my runes, always looking to get those orange ones when they do come. My greens are looking good. We got our cursed properties going. My charm is absolute trash for the wizard. I don't use Ice Crystal, Magic Missile, Meteor, Ray of Frost, or Scorch in any of my builds. It's just, actually, yeah, I do use Scorch. I use Scorch in this build. But man, it is not an ideal charm, and honestly, I don't want to go and make another one. I just don't want to do it. Also, Heliquary is looking great. Everything is all maxed out over here. I think for our Draconic Remains, I think we got Fortitude in all of our slots. Boom. We do. Yeah, Fortitude all around, which is perfect. I don't know. I'm feeling good about the game, and I've really been feeling good about the Wizard. Went into PvP yesterday and had a great time. It was really going well. So, I'm not changing any soon. I'm gonna be enjoying Wizard, enjoying the game. I hope that you guys do as well. Casual video keeping you up to date on what's going on. I will not be live until Wednesday of next week. When I do go live again, I hope to see all of you there. Have a great weekend, guys.